G'day folks, welcome to this continuation. Just setting up the camera in a slightly different angle so you can kind of see everything that's going on. Welcome to Sunken Road scenario. This is the fourth part of this. We're about midway through, heading into the 10:45 AM turn with the Union about to attack. Before they do anything, they're going to let off some shots with their batteries out here on the left. So we have a couple of exposed Confederates right out here. Start with a 4-gun, 1, 2, they go 3 to the left, so they basically need an 11 or a 12 to hit, and it's a miss. Actually 10, 11 or 12 because of their range. All right, next one, we'll fire. Actually, we'll get 2 together to hit that next unit on the line. It's 8, 1, 2, 3. They'll cause morale check, and that is an A-ranked unit, which won't have any problem. The next unit along the line will shoot here. That's 6. That'll cause morale check as well. Another A-ranked unit with no problem. Then we have, what else we got here? They're out of ammo, so don't need to worry about them. I think we could probably target these guys over here and miss. And the last artillery unit here, we'll target this unit here. And an 11 will barely cause a hit. 1, 2, 3, yep, 1 hit. 1 hit as I scramble. Here we go. So that's their first hit. And a morale check. B-ranked unit will pass with no worries. That's all their artillery. Now we get to movement, and they've got the Irish Brigade moving to protect the left flank of this Union position. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll to close. Success. 5. Let's sort these guys out. Jeez. Roughly what something. What do we have? First, second. I think they were together. It was something looking roughly like that, I think. Something like that. Okay, so, and they can't shoot, they're just moving in. 1, 2, 3. Roll to close. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll hold there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll hold there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they'll hold there. So again, it's protecting this left flank, stopping the Confederates from coming around here. Good smoothball muskets will hurt at close range should the Confederates really decide they want to push hard. All right, let's see, before we move up the rest of this first division, let's see what damage we can do in the center here. So we have 3. Actually, we're going to bring these together, okay? So we're going to bring both of these to, they're going to roll, yeah, they don't need to roll to close. Oh, they can't, okay. Because they're green units, they can't move and fire. So probably better off just keeping them separate unless we move them up together. So 3 CP, shooting straight ahead. That's the effect that my green troops are having. A very good effect. 3 CP will do 2 damage to that formation. That will cause a leader loss check. He will survive. and a morale check, which they'll also pass. Okay, so they're okay, just hurt. Now I will bring these guys into here. They don't need to make a closing check because they're green. These guys are bloodlusted, and as I kind of hinted at, geez, they could. I might come back to these guys later. First of all, though, we'll try and get some shots off here. Actually, there's some Union Confederate cowardly legs there. Pretty sure that shouldn't be there. That must have been removed. I've just missed it. Okay, so we're going to get this this 7 SP to shoot straight into there. Yeah. A roll of 6 will cause a morale check, which they will pass. We'll then get these guys with, 8 shooting off to their left. A roll of 8 will cause a hit. And will cause a morale check on that C-ranked unit. And they're likely to pass with a roll of 4. Yep. Now we come back to this bloodlusted unit. And look, what I'm thinking about here is charging. They'll automatically pass their roll to close. They ignore. What do they do when they're bloodlusted? I haven't kind of encountered bloodlust a lot thus far. I've realised I've got my rules under this board, so I'm going to shift you along a bit. Get ready to move. Here we go. And coming back again. Okay, so just double checking the bloodlust rules. It should be under morale. Section 6. Bloodlust. They ignore morale table retreat results. What else? It's got to be somewhere in the summary sheet as well. The effect of bloodlust. Bloodlust, fire, no effect, movement, no effect. I thought I read that they ignore hits in combat as well on the morale table. Yeah, I think they ignore retreat results. I think they ignore... Bloodlust. A unit gets a free pass on closing rolls, ignore any retreat or loss results from the morale table. So it's a free roll to close, basically, on their charge. And it's rare, so I may as well take advantage of the opportunity and charge. So the defenders will get an opening volley on the charge table. A roll of 5 will cause a hit on those attackers. They're down to 5. They will automatically cause a hit on the defenders. So they go down to 3. Then the defender makes a morale check, which they pass, and the charge ends, basically. So maybe they would have been better off shooting, but yeah, if they would have knocked through that first unit, they could have got some momentum going, but yeah, they didn't. Okay, so we've done this area here. Now we've got the third out on the left here, and And I do need to watch this far right flank. It's not entirely safe. So I might bring... Delaware's looking pretty low as well, but they've got Weber with them. So I might bring these guys up 1, 2, 3. Just to hold that point of the Sunken Road. And... Jeez, it's getting a bit tight in here. And how many steps are in this stack? 1, 2. He's very tempting to charge that as well. Down to a 1 rank leader. C rating on top. Wrecked. Yeah, we're going to charge instead. So instead of moving in there, we're going to go 1. Oh, they have to roll to close, of course. What are they? B ranked. They fail their roll to close. So they'll shoot instead. It invites an opening volley, but the unit is wrecked. So that will do no damage. They'll then shoot back with 4 SPs at range. We'll cause a morale check on that unit, and that might be enough to send them packing, because they are, I believe, B ranked, C ranked in fact, C ranked, 10. They do have a leader, -1, but they're wrecked and small. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they rout back 6, lost 2, and that will kill both them and the adjacent leader, and and the adjacent and the connected unit. And we'll get these guys running elsewhere. I don't know if there are any units of his formation left. So they are pretty sure gone. So have the same kind of effect, I guess. Look, we'll now get these guys. Oh, they're only down to, they're wrecked as well. So we'll keep them behind the line. We will shoot with these guys. 5 SPs. 5 SPs, 8 will cause 1 hit. And that'll wipe out that lead, that formation. Confederates also have this cowardly legs marker. I believe that here. That now creates another cowardly legs marker in that hex. Requires a leader check, which is safe, but a morale check, which is for an A ranked, B ranked unit. So 10. Lucky they've got that leader here. That leader just. Actually, they're small. So let me just double check this. 9 -2 for the leader is 7. 8 for the cowardly legs. 9 because they're small. They're B ranked, so they go shaken and back 1. Narrow, narrow, narrow. Shaken and back 1. And again, we just kind of can't quite move into... Oh, look, we've cleared out the Sunken Road all the way up to this. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have the whole Sunken Road. I could move in there, but these guys are wrecked. If they suffer a morale check, I kind of want to keep these guys alive so that these guys can keep fighting. That's kind of my thinking here. Yeah. Now we do have these units behind the line here. 5th Maryland, 2nd New York. They could certainly come across here and occupy that ground, and I'm pretty sure I want to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, roll to close. Hold on, let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll to close. 6. Success. Sorry, not a 6, it's a 4, which is a success. And they push in there. The 5th Maryland will do something similar. I believe in this hex. They could move in here. Actually, yeah, they'll just push into this hex here. They'll go 1, 2. They could risk yeah, they'll take a shot. So an opening volley from, let's say, these guys will cause a hit. They're down to 9. That's so much strength here. And they'll fire an angry reply at that unit. So SP's 8 at range 2. Not great. Won't do any damage with a 4. Okay, so now we've got these guys behind the lines. And look, I'm pretty happy to keep these as reserves, basically. So we're going to shift them along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I might bring these guys up right behind them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring French a little bit. Oh, they can't move. All right. First Division, the Second Corps, is in a position to support left and right. Got the 3rd Brigade here, got the 1st Brigade behind them under Caldwell. Looking good for the Union, I've got to say. All right, as we shift to the Confederates, they'll start with their artillery, and I'm pretty sure we can get line of sight straight down here with the 3 SPs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1. 3 SPs. 1, 7. Oh, it's no effect. Even at that close range. It's just 1 column shift, and because there's only, 3 SPs shooting, they can't do much. Should have maybe shot with these. No, their line of sight is blocked. These guys will shoot. They're on kind of low ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure they could see these guys. So they'll have a shot with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So 4, 6 will cause a morale check. They are not happy with that. They're going to be shaken back 1 with 1 loss. Shaken back 1 with a loss. 7th Vermont have done a lot of good work, but they're starting to tire and lose their SPs. All right, they've shot these guys. Probably won't be able to see too much. They can see Weber down here with the 1st Delaware, who are also kind of taking a beating. They'll have a shot, and a roll of 4 won't do anything at that range. So that's the, we do have these guys who set up last turn as well. 6, 6. They can see these guys. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 -1 column. 8 is going to cause 1 hit on the 53rd pen. Their C morale, so they'll take a check, and they're not happy either. They are shaken back 2 with 1 loss. 1, 2, shaken with a loss. Now, this doesn't happen too often to have a strong unit like this kind of retreating into a friendly unit. And I need to double check the rules for retreat. So basically, when a combat unit that is not small retreats into a hex containing other friendly units, those units must either displace 1 hex out of the way, join them and retreat with it. If they join them, well, they end their space there, so I think they basically adopt the same status. Apply the worst morale state to the stack. That's fine. They just do that. So they're all shaken, but they'll rally at the end of this turn anyway. No, they'll wait. We'll do that. We'll leave it as is. They're only reserves anyway. That's the artillery done. So now Confederate fire. And, okay, basically their objective now here is to retake that sunken road, this thick line through here. And I've got to say, they're not really in the best position to do so. Just very low strength regiments create some headaches. I don't really know how to go about approaching this. Just kind of front on. I don't really have any. We've got a solid Union line running all the way down here. Bit of a kind of refused right flank, but not much. I might start on the right and see what happens. Okay, so these guys are shaken, but that doesn't matter too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 SPs. Rolling a 3, though, is not going to do anything. This is just... Confederate luck throughout this scenario has been absolutely shocking. 7 SPs, all they need to hit is a 5, basically. And they can't even do that. These guys are C rank down to 3. I think I might just keep them behind the line for a bit. So let's bring up some of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Roll to close. That succeeds. 4. They can't shoot though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll to close. Succeed. And they can't shoot either. But they kind of, the idea here is getting into a position where they can shoot. We'll do the same. 1. Roll to close. They succeed. Sorry, I should have gone 1, 2, 3. Do I have any more of that brigade behind the line here? So now I think we'll just shoot with these guys. Although they're at range, I'll just take some shots. So I've got 5 rifled muskets shooting uphill. Brings me down to the 2 to 3 column. And a roll of 10 on that column will actually cause a hit on these guys. So they're down. And they'll make a morale check. And they'll pass. These guys will take a shot. 4 minus 1. And a roll of 8 will cause another hit. Still not wrecked. They're at half strength. They're okay. But another morale check. They can't last forever, surely. Well, they're still lasting. 10th Alabama, take a shot as well. 3. And a roll of 7 will cause a morale check. And now they shake and are back 1. So shaken, back 1. We now have some Union cowardly legs. Shaken, back 1. That's all. We could try to fill that gap now. So let's try and get a bit closer with these guys. 1, they'll roll to close. They'll succeed. 2, and they can take a shot. So we'll do a opening volley that'll cause a hit on them, but they've got 7 SPs. And I'll take a shot at the 132nd pen. Here we go. An 8 will cause a step loss. Now they're wrecked. Now they're in trouble. And another morale check, which is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disorganized back 4 with 2 losses. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They are disorganized with 2 losses. So 1 from them and 1 from the 8th Ohio, which is kind of probably a good thing, because I don't think the 8 day higher liked stacking with those green troops. It does mean, though, that the other half of the 132nd pen up here is in a bit of trouble. They're going to become disorganised because they're not going to be adjacent to the other half of their regiment. All right, so Confederates starting to push back. We now have these guys with 5 SPs shooting straight ahead. 5 will do nothing. We'll then get these guys with 3 SPs. Sorry, that should have gone away. I forgot to do rally for the Union forces. So what was it? They should have rallied. They should have rallied last turn. I can't recall. They were just routed. They just routed. These guys, were they shaken? I can't recall. Anyway, where are we up to? So these guys can take a shot at 3, 4, 5 SPs at range. So 5 at range. 8 will cause a morale check. They are shaken and back 1. And can we fill that gap? Yes, we can. If I pass the roll to close, which I do. So 1, 2. They could take a shot, but they're only 3 SPs, and I'm just very worried. Don't want to kind of invite too much Union opportunity fire. All right, so let's move along the line here. We've got 2 SPs shooting. 2 SPs, a 9, will actually cause a hit on those guys. More importantly, it will wreck that unit. Will cause a leader check, which survives, but a morale check will not survive. So 9 plus minus 2 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disorganised, back 4 with 1 loss. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 loss and disorganised. And again, now we have some opportunities for the Confederates to retake this area of the Sunken Road. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then roll to close and fail. Trying to move in here. No leader with them. Yeah, no positive modifiers. Despite being an A-ranked unit, they just needed a 2 or more. So we'll try again with how much I just worried about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can 2, 3. Try again. Another A-ranked unit, just needing a 2 or more. I can't do it again because I've got to hold this flank out here. So these guys will move up. I've got a very densely packed. Just trying to move into this hex here, so then I can move into this hex. Roll snake eyes on. This is just the Confederate luck. It sucks. Okay, what else have I got going on? We do have. Got to keep mindful of these reinforcements. We do have more Confederate reinforcements arriving at noon, so still a way off that. Yeah, okay. That's the end of that turn. So we shift to the 11 a.m. turn. Back to the Confederate rally, of course. So they go away. They go away. It goes away. Okay, so they're all looking pretty healthy right now, as the Union is about to hit them. We'll start with some Union artillery hitting these positions out here. These guys will be hit with, let's say, 8. Oh, snake eyes. those guys will be hit with 8, and that will cause a hit, and that will cost me an ammo, I'm pretty sure. So 8 with 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. Yep, losing an ammo, but only 1 hit on this formation is enough to wreck them though. And they need to make a leader check first. He's okay. A morale check. 8 plus 3 minus 3 plus 1 is 9. So they're shaken and back 1. And there are some cowardly legs right in the center there. Okay, we do have some more artillery. We'll shoot at this. So this big stack here would be great. Oh, and a good roll too. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, a 10 will cause a hit on that top unit. And they, despite being densely stacked, they don't have any leaders with them. At least they do. There he is. Only the 1 morale modifier though. And there, that cancels out the shaky legs. So morale check. Oh, they're running. A 10 for their morale check. They needed a 9 or less. So the leader cancels that out, the shaky legs. So they're shaken and back 1. And I believe we might be densely stacked here. So we're allowed 16. We've got 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 17. Yeah, we're overstacked, actually. So, the unit they're moving through, I guess, oh god, there's a couple of options. They can't stack with them. They, I think, must displace. So they worsen their morale state by 1 level. This unit here. They have to displace 1 hex. And these guys go there, I guess. Yeah, because they can't stack together. So yeah, good Union artillery fire. And some more cowardly legs right in the center. Last little battery will shoot over in the middle, I guess, and miss. Now we get the Union turn, and let's send the reserves straight into this gap. Do I have A-ranked? Yes, I do have A-ranked units right there. 1, 2, a roll to close. And they say, that's how you do a roll to close, Confederates. Just like that. 3, they won't do a shot bow. Instead, we'll shift over here before we move any more forces, and we'll shoot with the 88th New York. 6 smoothbore muskets, shifts it up to the A column. Wow, that's going to cause 2 hits on those defenders. So they are wrecked, and they are B ranked, making a morale check. With 1, 2, 3, 4 modifiers, has no effect. Lucky, I think. Oh, actually, it's very close because of the. So let me double check this. 3 plus 4, 5 is 8. They only narrowly, even with that roll, only narrowly don't rout. So let's have another shot at them. 63rd New York, -1 modifier, a 9. So that'll cause a hit. And another morale check. I'm pretty sure these guys are going to be gone. Absolutely. Eliminated with more cowardly legs in the area. Whew, okay. And I'm kind of tempted now to charge because we can. So let's get the 69th New York. Actually, let's get the 29th Massachusetts. They are 8 SPs. 1. We're going to roll to close. It's all but guaranteed, and then they'll charge. It's a +1 modifier, so it's actually guaranteed. Despite rolling a 1, they have their leader with them, who is a 2 or better morale leader. So he charges. They do an opening volley and cause a hit, but I don't mind that because we now have this C-ranked Confederate unit taking a morale check. And they are going to fail and become shaken back 1. Actually, shaken back 2 with 1 loss. And we can go, so we've done 1, 2, 3, roll to close, success, 4, roll to close again, it's guaranteed basically. We get an opening volley from that unit there. They miss with a 2. Ooh. So we cause a hit on the defenders. They're wiped out because they've only got 1 strength left. Yep, so they're dead. More cowardly legs kind of in this area, more Confederate cowardly legs. And a lead loss check. I believe he's okay. Yep, he's fine. He just has to run away to some other formation. Crikey, he must have something. Yeah, okay. So Union forces rolling up this Confederate right flank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's get the 69th Irish now to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Closing check. That's a pass. 5, and another closing check fails. Right on the doorstep. Okay. Now let's get this left flank protected. Where's the rest of the 103rd Pen? They're here. They're going to move out to the left flank. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. That puts them side by side, which means those guys don't become disorganized, which is just a little bit of a saving grace for them. I've smashed the Confederate left now. Things aren't looking good. What else can I do? I kind of want to go charging straight down the middle here with a big A-ranked unit. They can't do it. In fact, I can't do much. So we'll keep moving along the line. We'll look at the 14th Indiana, taking some shots straight ahead. They have got 5 SPs. A roll of 2 won't do anything for them. We'll keep shooting that direction. So we'll get these guys, 132nd Pen, shooting to the left. And a roll of 4 won't do anything either. Where's the rest of the 108th New York? So they're going to be routing. So we need to kind of move our reserves up as soon as possible, like now. So 1, 2, roll to close. Success, lucky, C-ranked unit. They'll stop there and won't shoot. I know they're going to route, so we'll bring up 1, 2, roll to close, success, 3, and they won't shoot either. Oh, actually, no. No, we'll hold. So I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm thinking about, let's get the reserves a bit closer, I guess. This is the 1st Brigade. They'll go 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Looking at this 53rd Pen, they might get back into the lines. They're still reasonably healthy. C rank though. So maybe I'll shift them out to the right. So 1, 2, 3. Seems like a decent thing to do because I'm not sure how long the 14th Connecticut out here will last. Okay, we can do some shooting around here. whilst these guys, yeah, Vermont, okay. 4 SPs shooting off to their right. That'll teach them. That'll be 1 hit for the 11th Alabama. Don't know where that came from. Was that part of something? I moved these stacks out of the way because it's such a densely packed kind of situation, and I accidentally leave counters behind. And a morale check for a C-ranked unit. C-ranked 8 is shaken and back 2 with 1 loss. Geez, they're wrecked. Shaken, back 2. All right, so that we'll bring them towards some kind of leadership. There. Okay. 14th Connecticut, 5 SP, shooting straight ahead. 5, 6 will cause morale check on a B-ranked unit. They'll pass. We'll get 4th New York now to also shoot to the left with a full complement of 7 SPs. Rolling an 11 on the 6 to 8 column will cause 2 hits to those guys. So they are now down to 3. And they make a morale check, and they're in trouble because there should also be, I believe, because of that route, that one flying, some Confederate cowardly legs in there, not there though. So it's 9, 10, 11 for a B-ranked unit. It's disorganized, back 3 with 1 loss. Disorganized, back 3. 1, 2, 3 with 1 loss. They're small, so they can just pass through. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, all these green troops have done very well just to kind of, I think I've used them well. Not to be too aggressive with them, just to kind of hold the line and, yeah, occupy those positions. And that's about it for the Union forces. We'll rally them. Did they have any cowardly legs? I don't think they had much. So they rally. They're together, right? 130 pen. We do have to disorganize the 132nd pen. Well, these guys didn't move, so they can move actually 2 spaces. 1, 2. They become disorganized. And they will voluntarily retreat next turn, but not right now, I don't think. They'll rally. They'll rally. And they're okay. Okay. Confederate turn. 11:15 a.m. What are the Confederates going to do? Jeez, they've lost their right flank. They've lost their left flank. Their centre is doing okay. I don't know. So many cowardly legs. These are all Confederate cowardly legs in this area. We've got Anderson by himself over here. Don't know what he's doing. Okay, let's start on the right because this is where they at least can kind of shift back in. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SPs. Strength 6 will cause 1 hit on the 3rd New York. They are still a very strong regiment. They make a morale check though, and they pass. Okay, let's try to get how the Georgians going. 6 Georgia. They're not very strong. But if they combine with these guys, 1, 2, and they'll move into there. That's a very vulnerable stack with C morale, but I can't do much. Oh, Confederate artillery. So let's try shooting what? These guys. 7th Vermont again with 6 SPs. It worked last time. It'll work again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a roll of 7 will cause a morale check, which they'll pass. We've got artillery here. They'll shoot at this disorganized stack here. I'm pretty sure they can see. 3 SPs, 11. It'll go down 1, 2. Cause a hit. They are down to 1. And a morale check will see them routing, I'm pretty sure. It's a C-ranked unit. Rout back 6 with 3 losses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 more from these poor guys who were just dragged along with this green unit. So they're dead. They have routed. They're an A-ranked unit that is kind of stacked with a green regiment and got kind of dragged along. It's kind of a bad idea to stack your good quality troops with the green troops because the green troops have to go on top. And we've got this battery of 4 here and this battery of 4 here. They'll shoot at, I guess, the 81st pen. So 4 with 2 to the left, 9 will cause a morale check, and they'll pass easily. Okay. So we've moved these guys in here. These guys are shaken. They could do something. They'll have a shot with 3 straight ahead. That'll miss. I'm just wondering, okay, they're actually only got 1 SP left, so they're not going to do anything. These guys, 1, 2, roll to close. Another 1. I mean, these guys, fair enough, they needed 4 or more. It wasn't close, but it's still a terrible roll. These guys will try to roll to close. They succeed. Wow. They will have a shot. It's an opening volley. Of course, it will cause a hit to the Confederates. You wouldn't expect anything better, given their luck. All right, they now have a shot. 3 SPs. 7 will cause a morale check, which will actually do something. A 10 will shaken back 1 with 1 loss. Shaken back 1 with 1 loss. Okay, so here we have 6 SPs shooting straight ahead. 6, 7 will cause a hit, and a morale check will be okay. No, a 9 shaken back 1. Actually, there should be some Union cowardly legs in that hex. So it'll be 9 shaken back 1 with a loss. So they're down to 4 because of the small arms fire hits. All right, Confederates are pushing them back. It's a lot of back and forth. The line sort of shifts back and forth like this. We can now bring some Confederate forces through, and I'm sure they're going to pass their roll to close, right? Yeah, you couldn't have 4 1s in a row. All right, 1, 2, they are not going to shoot though, because we really want to hold that position. Oh, actually, they need to roll to close into here, and actually they can't move through there. They could go, they're locked into zone of control here. Wait, let me double check that. Do disorganized units exert a zone of control? Yeah, I believe they do. Yep, basically they're locked in there, so they can't quite move in that far. They can move in there and stop. Okay, they'll do that. Actually, maybe they want to do this instead. And they'll fire, because let's try and really rout this unit. So an opening volley will have no effect. They'll now shoot with 3. 3, 6 won't do anything. The unit under them, the 5. Have I done this correctly? 5, 4 won't do anything anyway. I'm not sure what happens when if they move into another hex, do they fire together or separately? Anyway, let's try 14th North Carolina. 3 SPs, 7. We'll cause a morale check on this unit. That's an 8. I've got a leader there. That'll boost it way up. Yeah, they're pretty strong too. So no effect there. Looking at the situation around here, there's not a lot. This is where it gets tricky. Confederates kind of out of reserves. There's nothing behind the line here. And Union forces are charging. What do we do? I think we've got to kind of shift around to the right. So we'll bring these guys. I'll go 1. Roll to close. That's this one die to roll to close. And that will succeed. So they'll move in there, but they won't shoot because they really need their health. I don't know what Anderson's going to do. He's kind of... he'll come... and maybe lead this important stack in the centre. Use his morale there. And these guys out on the left have 3 SPs. They'll try to roll to close as well and fail. There you go. Another Confederate failing, roll to close. That's about it for the Confederate turn. So not a great deal happening. Just trying to kind of shore up their defences. Gotta get rid of all these Confederate cowardly legs markers. That's a Union cowardly legs. That's okay. We'll keep that one. Okay, they rally that. Those guys become shaken. And that's the end of the turn. So we shift around to the 11:15 a.m. turn. And Union forces. How do I rally these guys? Rally. I should have done that at the end of my last turn, Union turn. So what would happen? I roll a die. Add the morale value, it's a 6, so they actually should be rallied and become disorganised. That should have happened at the end of the last turn. Okay. So, Union forces, what are they going to do? They dominate the Sunken Road. It's just a case of keeping the Confederates off it. We're going to move these guys together. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll just protect that far left flank. We will then I think just bring some of my guys in. 1, they'll roll to close. That'll succeed. 2, they will suffer an opening volley, which will fail. So they will shoot What's a big, strong unit behind the line? I think they'll shoot behind the lines here at that unit. And lucky they did. That's 11. We should do 2 steps of damage to that big unit. That's kind of what we wanted, some damage. Down to 5 SPs. And a morale check. Ooh, that may not be good for them. A B-ranked unit, even with the leader, will be shaken and back 1. So, jeez. Shaken, back 1. More Confederate cowardly legs right in the centre. And what that means is it opens up opportunities left and right. So the Irish smoothbore muskets on the A-ranked column. Ooh, and rolling something like that is going to do 2 steps of damage to this stack. Lucky they've got Anderson with them. So 2 steps of damage. 1. 2. And a morale check. Okay, so 9 minus 3 for Anderson is 6. Cowardly legs 7. They're small 8, but they're A ranked, so they are okay by the slimmest of margins. But they're on notice. And what have they got here? 5 SPs. I'm kind of tempted to fire at that big stack again, despite the presence of Anderson. 7 SPs in here. Firing at that big stack. 10. They're not smoothbore muskets, are they? No, rifled muskets. So that's another 2 losses, believe it or not. Okay, so I got a leader check. So hold this. This is a 10. Keep that in mind. I rolled a 10. I need to do leader check for the previous combat. I've got 2 leaders here. So rolling for each of them. The first one, Anderson, survives. Second one, survives. Okay, leader check for this 10. Anderson survives. The other one survives as well. Okay, so I rolled a 10. That will cause two more steps of damage to this stack. 1, now they are wrecked. 2, they're wiped out. That's now some cowardly legs in that hex. And we need to make a morale check for this wrecked unit. And oh my god, okay, well they're not standing, I can tell you that now. Whew. So, a 12, minus 3 for Anderson, goes down to 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, even for an A-ranked unit, such as we have on top, that's disorganized, back 3 with 2 losses. So, 1 loss. That's a second loss. They are disorganized and back 3. Now this creates problems because, okay, they have to go this way basically. Stop it. 1, 2, 3, they become disorganized and pull back. Whew. Which now, yeah, creates some gaps maybe for the 88th New York Irish Brigade to move through. Yeah, let's try that. So they'll go 1, 2, roll to close, success, 3. And let's take a shot. They can open volley, which succeeds and causes a hit I will counter on the A column, because these are smoothbore muskets. An 8 on the A column will cause 1 hit. This is on these guys. And a morale check, but they should be fine for morale with that leader. Even with a 7. Okay, so, sorry, 10 minus 3, 7. 8, 9. Actually, you know what? They're shaken and back 1. Because of the cowardly legs and small. Okay. I haven't fired with these artillery off to the left yet, so let's try that. 8 on these guys. 7, 1, 2, 3. 7 will have no effect. Now we'll shoot these guys. 8 and 8, 12. 1, 2, 3 will cause 1 hit on this unit. They are now wrecked. They make a morale check. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 3 is 8 for a B ranked unit is narrowly okay, believe it or not. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, minus 3 is 8. They barely survive. All right. Let's bring in the 63rd New York. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Keep Anderson and Hill with those guys, sorry. And I've got to watch my flanks here. We'll push up into here like that. I'm going to roll to close. Yep. Move into there like that. 6, I think it was. And no firing, of course. So you can see the Union line now kind of wrapping around. There's a C-ranked, slightly reduced unit out in the far right of the Confederate line. Okay, these guys, who we got here? Who are they? 132nd Penn. Where's the rest of your regiment? Were they wiped out? Yes, they were. So I think these guys want to voluntarily retreat. 2, 3, 1, 2, of course. I think that might create cowardly legs, even though it's a voluntary retreat. All right, let's continue firing along the line. I don't think these guys have had a shot yet. So 52nd, oh, we've got muskets, 8 up to the A column. And a roll of 8 on the A will just cause 1 hit. But it's enough to wreck that A ranked. These guys are in trouble. They needed a low roll, they got 1. Still plus, it's 4 plus a lot. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9. They narrowly survive. They may not survive the next hit from the 14th Indiana. 7 will cause 1 hit. Well, they've got 1 left, but another morale check. They survive again. Okay, where's the rest of the 108th? They been wiped out as well? Or am I just not seeing them? They should really stand out as they're green. 108th New York are here. Where's the other half? Oh yeah, they are dead. So they are disorganized. Union Center is looking a little bit vulnerable. So I'll pull these guys voluntarily back to retreat. Again, cowardly legs marker. 5th New Hampshire, we'll go 1, 2, 3, roll to close. Yep. 4 and they won't shoot. 81st Pen, 1, 2, roll to close. Yep, come over there as well. Okay. Let's strengthen this this left flank. We'll get these guys to move in together. And they'll just, don't need to roll to close. We'll get these guys to move together, move up, and then roll to close. Yep. But not firing. Although it's very tempting because of this big stack here. So we will fire. They get a hit. Maybe I shouldn't because now I'm wrecked. Morale check. 7. They're okay because they're B ranked. Actually, hold on. Yep, they're just going to be narrowly okay. Now I get a shot off and it's going to be 7, 1 to the right. A column 9, which will cause 2 hits on these guys. So they've got to spread the hits. So they take a hit. And they're down to 4. And a morale check. 7, 8 is shaken and back 1. And some more Confederate cowardly legs right in the center there. All right, 4th New York out and left will take a shot. They'll cause 2 hits. Wow. Okay. One, 2 to each of those. And now a morale check, which should be okay. 8 down to 6. Cowardly legs back up to 7. They're small. 8. Yeah, they're okay because they're 8 ranked. Whew. Hey, Yadi Jester. It's going good. I've been. My table's looking busy, mate. You should see what I've got going on. I've got. Oops, lost connection there. So I've got Antietam here. I've got the French and Indian War, and I've got D-Day over here, and under here I've got Gettysburg. You can't really see it, it's under there, so I've got sort of 4 games going at once. So that's pretty hectic. Almost at the end of this Sunken Road scenario. And for some reason, connection keeps dropping out. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's the end of the Union turn. They rally. They remove the shaken marker. They rally. They rally. They actually could have moved. 1, 2, 3. They're no longer shaken. Okay. Yeah. Just the Confederate losses are huge. It's amazing. I'll show you the kind of casualty list in a moment. Confederates now in a heck of a lot of trouble. Okay, so they lost their right flank. Now their centre is being wrapped up. You've got some good, strong A-ranked units. Strong 1 SP left, I say. This is a massive stack of 8. These guys have 6. But behind the lines here, these are disorganised. So they will... yeah, I guess we'll try to... Can I close if disordered? I don't think I can. I can't imagine a disordered unit would want to roll to close. Yeah, they fail if the unit is disorganised, so they can't actually get any closer. So we've got a big stack here. I don't like this big stack. It's just dangerous for this very reason. Oh God, it's not big anymore. Down to 6 SPs. So they'll move in, but they're not going to shoot because they don't really want to risk an opening volley from Union defenders. They are also not that much stronger. And they are locked in combat because they're healthy. How do I keep track? The 7 Years' War, this is, what's it called? Bayonets, Tomahawks, hasn't started yet. This I'm really getting a handle on, so it flows pretty well. Gettysburg's the same system, line of battle, and D-Day at Omaha Beach is a classic. I've been playing that with my son. Yeah, man, that'd be great. Timing's going to be the issue for me. This is, it's always hard to find a good time because your kind of prime time is like my 2, 3, 4 a.m. But yeah, it'd be good. Confederates have reformed the line here. They've got no reserves whatsoever. What time is 4 p.m. EST your time? I don't know, 4 p.m. EST. What time is it there where you are now? So what's the current time for you? I'm trying to work it out. I'm GMT plus 10. There's not much the Confederates can do, to be frank. They've got no reserves. These guys can't close. So basically they're just going to sit here and let the Union roll up. I've got this unit with wrecked. This unit here, wrecked. I've got to be honest, I feel like it's pretty much all over for the Confederates. They can't move anything. Yeah, let's take some shots. Here we go. 3 SPs. 3 SP, 7 will cause a morale check, which they will pass because they're A ranked, barely. These guys can still shoot. 2, 3. 3 at range. 7 won't do anything. They don't want to move. They don't want to shoot though because they've moved. Okay, here in the center, maybe this is where we can, I don't know, 1 SP. That's not going to do anything. We have got 5, 6, 7, 8. This is where we can do some damage. 8, 6 will cause a morale check, which they will fail, and are shaken back 2 with 1 loss. 1, 2. Shaken with 1 loss. It's 8:30 a.m. here. So what are you? So you're, what am I? I'm 10:30. So I'm kind of 2 hours after you, different PM. So 4 p.m. for you would be 6 a.m. for me. That'd work. 4 p.m. to you would be 6 a.m. Yeah, just an early morning. You guys would be drinking whiskey and beer, and I'd be drinking coffee. So yeah, bit of a gap there, which is good for the Confederates. Now they're going to fire again. 6 SP, 6, 5 will cause a morale check, which is passed. These guys will shoot at range and do no effect. These guys will shoot directly next to them, 3 SPs, and have no effect. They have 1 SP and will have a pot shot at range. 8, no effect. You can kind of see in the pattern here that I can't believe how horrific Confederate luck has been. 4, 5 SPs shooting straight ahead. Nothing. I don't know if you can see these dice, but they're not pretty. That's okay. Confederate artillery behind the lines. These guys can shoot here. 6, 7 will cause a hit. and a morale check is narrowly fine. We've got we've got 4 here, shooting here. Ooh, that'll cause a hit. 1 hit on these guys. So they're now down to half strength. And a morale check is fine. Now 3 SPs shooting to here. That won't hit either. And that's about it. Yep, 5 p.m. would be 7 a.m. for me. 6 a.m. is fine. I don't mind waking up early. Whatever suits you guys. All right. That's pretty much the end of the Confederate turn. They've got nothing else to do. There's this unit behind the lines here, down to 2 SPs, but they're kind of, these guys here. Firing at range. What have we got? 3, 4, 8 SPs actually. Range 2, shooting at the 14th Connecticut. Nothing with that. That's probably the best firing opportunity the Confederates have had all turn. So that's the end of the turn, and we're now shifting around to 11:30 a.m. Back to the Union turn. Oh, geez. Okay. We'll have these guys have a shot first. They're 6 SPs at range 2. That won't do anything. New Yorkers, smoothbore muskets on the A column. An 8 will cause 1 hit on these guys. They are now wrecked. No, they're not, sorry. Still healthy, but C ranked and okay for morale. I'm kind of tempted to hit this with my artillery, despite the fact that it'll hit the 63rd New York, just to clear them out. You know what, I'm going to do it. 8 SPs, 6, 1, 2, 3, will not have an effect. We'll shoot behind the line though. Artillery, yeah. That's going to miss. Next shot, 8, so 1, 2, 3. That'll cause a morale check on that 3rd unit across, and a 12. And they are B ranked and healthy with a +1. So they're disorganized, so 12. -1 for their leader, +1 for being disorganized, is disorganized back 4 with 1 loss. And because they're already disorganized unit that becomes disorganized will rout. So goodbye. So was it disorganized back 4 with 12, 2 losses, yeah. Okay. Do I just go charging in? I think I should. They're so disorganized, so let's roll to close. It's guaranteed. Yep. Let's roll to close again. It's guaranteed. Yep. They get an opportunity fire. Sorry, opening volley, sorry. Over to their left here. That is just the 1 hit. Brings it down to 6. And a leader loss check. He's okay. Now they take an automatic hit, and that eliminates that unit, which causes shaky legs, cowardly legs, sorry, in that hex where they are. I don't think it's going to matter because I think they're in big, big trouble. Morale check of 10. They're gone. This unit is, oh no, they're not wrecked. It's just 10, 11, 12, sorry, 10, 11, 12, 13, minus 3 is 10. For a C ranked unit, is disorganized, back 3 with 1 loss. And of course, they're already disorganized. They also rout. 1, 2, 3. Running out of routed markers. And I've put them all below the table again. So shifting you across so I can get some more markers. No, I've wanted to for a long time. I like the idea of the scale of Panzer Grenadier, and I've kind of almost bought some last year, playing a lot of GTS and the CSS system, and thought I'd get into Panzer Grenadier and the Advanced Tobruk system, and never kind of did. Moved on to other things. I kind of want to get back into OCS, to be honest. Having said that, I've just bought a Civil War Brigade series in their Quiet Fields too, so I might start looking at the Civil War Brigade series. Having said all that, I've just picked up some new games. Avalanche Press 1775 and 1812 just arrived today. So there's that I want to get into as well. There's so much. The list is very long. Attacks and disorganized and morale checks. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. I'm not too familiar with how it all works. So these guys can continue. They've charged in here. They can advance into the hex, and they could continue even further. They don't need to. We'll look at these guys and we'll go 1, 2, roll to close. Yep. 3, roll to close again. Yep. They get an opening volley, which is going to miss. So they automatically take a hit and they're wiped out. Okay. Leader loss check from that is fine. Morale check from that is not going to be pretty. They're an A-ranked unit. So 8, 9, minus 3. They're actually going to survive that somehow. 8, 9, 10, 11, minus 3 is 8, which is okay for an A-ranked unit. Don't ask me how, but they've survived. Okay, we do have more coming though. We have the 88th New York in here. Kind of tempted to charge these guys in the rear. Yep, let's try that. 1, roll to close. Yep. 2, roll to close. Yep. Opening volley. It's going to be a hit. It's weird. Despite being charged in the rear, they don't get a column shift for being charged in the rear. They do for being wrecked, but they're not wrecked. So that'll actually cause a hit on those guys. And they are still doing no good. 4 SPs. They're still large, so they'll cause a hit on those defenders. And they will now make a morale check, which they kind of should still pass. Yeah, in fact, beyond passing, they are bloodlusted. No, because of the cowardly legs. So they survive. All right, maybe I should, instead of charging, do some actual small arms fire. Like these guys shooting with, oh, that's better. 2 hits on these guys, and they've only got 1 hit left, so they're gone. These guys can just shoot where they are. 8 SPs, -1. A roll of 6 will cause a morale check on that unit. They're fine. They're not adjacent, so they're not bloodlusted. Yeah. Look, I'm spending a lot of time playing lately. I'm really diving into a lot of different stuff, and this is great. It's great to learn a series. That's why I've got Gettysburg. because I learnt line of battle, and so it's the advantage of series games. You learn one series rules and you can play all the titles together. I'm going to just kind of move in one hex to pin them. So rolling to close, yes. I will get an opening volley against them, yes. So they're down to 4. But now I'll get a shot off straight ahead with 4 SPs. 4, 9 will cause a hit on these guys, and they are wrecked. And now they need to make a morale check. Small and wrecked and cowardly legs and a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 A ranked is shaken back 2 with 1 loss. 1, 2, 1 loss. They're actually eliminated. They survive and are shaken. Now we can bring, look, this is over. We can bring some more forces in. 1, 2, 3. Roll to close. If it's A ranked, they're okay. It's A ranked, they're okay. Yep, they're okay. So we're looking at the almost complete annihilation of this Confederate force. Union forces, the line now goes straight down the middle here. Yeah, one rule. Yeah, I agree, Pony Rider. So this GTS, I've got a few titles from the Battalion Combat series on the way. Dean Essig again, huge fan of his designs. I mentioned I just bought another Civil War Brigade series game today. I've looked at the Civil War Brigade series. I've read the rules. I've never played one. I've only got one, but now I'll have a second one on the way. So it's another series. And like I said, kind of tempted to. I was watching some videos today. I don't know who was doing the unboxing. Kev did one from Big Board, and there was another unboxing of that winter game from OCS, the newest MMP release, and it just looked really good. We're not giving up here. We're still shooting away. We've got 81st Pen with muskets on the A column. A roll of 6 will cause a morale check. These guys will pass. We'll get the 5th Maryland. How are they going? Yeah, they're still healthy. They'll charge in. They passed their roll to close. So they're okay. They can leave Vermont behind because I think Vermont's almost wrecked. Oh, they can come along for the ride. But we're not going to shoot with those guys. We are going to shoot from here though with 7 SPs. Are they muskets? Yeah, they're muskets. So that's the A column. A column 6 will cause 1 hit on those guys right in front of them. It's a pretty small regiment, the 9th Alabama. It's a leader loss as well. Ooh, he's okay because it's just small arm fire. But they make a morale check and they're okay. And in fact, an A-ranked unit will become bloodlusted. Where were they? Here, I think. All right, now we've got this green regiment. They can stand and shoot. That's what they do well. 7 SPs. A miss. And 4th New York way out on the right here with 6 SPs. 8 will cause a step loss. Cobb Brigade. They're gone. A morale check there will be fine for a B-ranked unit. Our leader loss, though, will not be fine. And we lose Sanders. Oh, geez. Can it get any worse for the Confederates? Well, yes, it can. They can lose every single unit of this core. Oh, good to hear, Pony Rider. I've had my eye on it for so long. My biggest problem is it costs. I've talked about this a lot. Sorry for repetition, but it costs so much to get games to Australia. So when I buy games, I tend to buy in bulk. So and then, sorry, Noble Knight announced this cheap international shipping option. So it now costs me half the price it used to cost me to ship these games over. Plus the exchange rate is really good. So I was talking about this other night. But basically right now, really good exchange rate for US dollars, plus cheap shipping. So I bought 2 different orders from Noble Knight Games and another order from NWS Online Gaming, just because of what he had in stock. I've got a Time for Trumpets coming. I love Ardennes 44. It's one of my favourite games. And I've only got the first edition of Ardennes 44, and it is so good. And playing Ardennes 44 makes me want to play other Ardennes games. So how do you guys, how do you go with the exchange rate? What's Canada to US dollars, and what's it like for shipping? Because I was reading someone say, and it may have been you, saying that games, they just can't buy these games because of international shipping to Canada. Is it really prohibitive for you guys as well? So I think we've done the Union turn. We've still got, we've still got the First Brigade, Caldwell's First Brigade, or aspects of them. Some of them have moved up. But let's bring these guys up into the lines. Half of the First Brigade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll roll to close. It's guaranteed because they're a B ranked unit, but they'll get in there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many healthy Union regiments. They will rally, which is basically removing the cowardly legs, removing some shaken markers from these guys. They could have moved as well. They'll shift up a bit. They're no longer shaken. Any other coward? Yep, there's one. Union forces just rushing through now. And that's about it. Sorry, there's another Union cowardly legs under there. And there's another one under there. So the problem for these Confederate forces is they're locked in combat. They can't retreat unless I change orders. And that would enable them to retreat. And if this were a big battle, I would probably do that. I probably would have done that half an hour ago, at least. As it is in this scenario, it's win or die, basically. Well, they're not going to win now, so they're basically dying. Confederate turn. Look, their options get less and less each turn. They just have to shoot, basically. We'll start over here. That's 2, not going to do anything. These guys are strength 2, okay. That's not going to do anything. These guys are down to strength 5. They might do something. 5, 8 will cause 1 step loss on this fresh unit. And a leader loss check. Richardson survives. Some relief. He just kind of arrived. All right, front lines down here. 6 SP. Roll of 7 will cause a step loss on the 81st Pen. Also still pretty fresh looking. And we'll get the 2nd Florida. A roll of 9. 3, 9 will cause a hit on the 5th Maryland. And a morale check. Oh, sorry, morale checks for Penn. They're actually bloodlusted. Bloodlusted marker, yep. And 5th Maryland are okay. All right. these guys are bloodlusted, but they're not going to want to charge, I can tell you that much. With 2 SPs, I'll just take a shot, and we'll cause a hit with 2 SPs, which will wreck the first Delaware. Oh, they're already wrecked, actually. So morale check here isn't going to be pretty for these guys. 7, they're actually going to be okay. 7, yeah, they're, again, because of Weber with his morale rating. All right, over here, we've got 4 SPs shooting straight ahead. 4, 6 will cause a morale check, which they'll pass. Confederate artillery, oh, these guys, sorry. I should have done rally for these two. They both fail. Confederate artillery behind the line. 4, I can shoot down here. 4, 7, cause morale check, which they'll pass. 6, over where? 6, here, I guess. 6, 9 will cause 1 hit. I'm really just taking kind of random pot shots here because it doesn't really matter. Morale check is not great. They might actually fail that. Although it's an A-ranked unit, they are still at full strength, so even with an 11, so that was an 11. -3 for Brooks, brings them to 8, and they survive. Yeah, thanks, ID Jester. Yeah, I'll send you an email. Okay, look, that's the end of the Confederate turn. Very close to the end here now, folks. 11:45. I mean, the scenario does go through. The scenario runs through until 12:45, so technically there's still an hour to go. But I don't think the Confederates will last an hour. I think they'll be wiped out pretty soon. Union turn. I'm going to take some pot shots at them behind the lines. Why not? So 8, 10, 1, 2, 3 will cause a hit. They're wiped out. It's another dead regiment. Another morale check. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're running even further away. They're routed, lost 2. They're also in big trouble. Back 6. Off the map, basically, they're gone. Okay. Next group will fire 6. I don't think that'll do anything. 1, 2, 3, 6. Nope. Next group will fire, I think we're out of targets. Oh, the artillery, I guess. A 10. 2, 3. 10 will cause a hit on that artillery, which wipes it out. These guys take a morale check. 8 on a C-ranked unit with cowardly legs. 9 shaken. 1 loss, back 2. So even the artillery is running away. All right, Union movement. They'll take a shot here with 6 SPs. Not going to do anything. New York. A-ranked 4 will cause a morale check here. Surprisingly, they passed that. 6, 7. Yep, they survive. This unit, stubborn 19th Mississippi out by themselves on the left flank. We've got the 69th New York taking a shot straight in there on the A-ranked column. Roll of 8 on the A-ranked will cause just 1 hit, but they are already shaken and wrecked. So morale check. Ugh. A morale check is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. -3 is 8. They survive miraculously. All right, let's get, what do we do now? Charge in the rear here. So 1, 2. Oh, got to roll to close. Sucks. Yes. Yep. Roll to close again to charge. Yep. They get an opening volley, which misses. They take a hit, and they're down to 4. And a morale check for a C-ranked unit. They are going to fail that. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So a C-ranked unit. Disorganized, back 4 with 1 loss. 1, 2, 3, 4. With 1 more loss. Which means these guys can keep moving. And they'll move now into the headquarters with Longstreet. And I don't know what happens when you capture a headquarters. Oh wait, they can't charge in there because, yes they can. We just need to make a roll to close. I don't know what happens when headquarters are captured. Do they just, they skedaddle, don't they? And we roll for Longstreet, I think. I need to check the rules here because it's never happened before. This is a new thing for me. But look, I think this is a good point to wrap it up because there is nothing the Confederates do to save this situation. There is nothing I can do to control these counters. So look, I've activated 4 units across here. Now we're going to basically a double envelopment here, or a single left flank envelopment. Yeah, I've got a tally. Let me show you. So let me shift this table back. Here are the losses under here. There are just remarkably few Union losses, considering this is the thing. This is Confederate forces in the Sunken Road. They have the defensive benefit. They just are they're sitting there defending. You would think that in that position, they would be able to inflict far more losses. It's just amazing. Look at this long list. We've got 14, 21 Union regiments dead. Again, this is not counting strengths on the field. I've got so many dead Confederate regiments here. It's not funny. Okay, bring some more out. We've got several dead Confederate commanders. All right, still going here. Got more to come. Wait for it. Another row of regiments. And another dead leader. So we lost McRae, Anderson, Posey. These are sort of brigade leaders. We have got, oh geez, I don't know. Let's do the maths. 10, 20, 30. Oh, it's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 92 SPs, and you factor in every SP is 50 men. Whew, that's just to basically 21. So, which is what, 1,000 casualties here, almost 5 times that many, 5,000 Confederate losses. And I don't know. I don't know how. I guess go back to the first video. What did the Union do? They cracked the line quickly, so they captured this point here. Did I forget column shifts for Sunken Road? I'm sure I maybe did once or twice. Does that explain? Sorry, lost connection again. Does that explain this sort of, I'd say it's an overwhelming Union victory. the implications of this. Again, this is a focus scenario, but if this were part of a larger battle, this is the Confederate center basically. And again, Union forces here are swinging around because of this focus scenario just to finish off these troops. But if this were part of a larger scenario, we'd be pushing through to Sharpsburg, just down to the south here. So, yeah, I'm racking my head trying to think, how did the Union do it? This is where their green troops were very effective. You know, their main ability is their SPs. 15 SPs for a combined 2-hex regiment. If you can keep them together, you just keep sort of one in the front line. As long as they stay there, we saw how, you know, they sometimes retreated, then came back in the line, and sometimes retreated, came back in the line, but they're kind of relentless. They didn't suffer too many casualties. I've got to be honest, Confederate luck was horrific. But yeah, so really bad Confederate luck. But yeah, so really bad Confederate luck. I don't know if you've been seeing all their rolls. Yeah, you're right about the arrival of reinforcements. I think the other scenario is down in the south. Yeah, to the south of Sharpsburg really captured that. Is it AP? Is it AP Hills Division that kind of arrives just in the nick of time to save the Confederate rear near Sharpsburg? It's way down the south there. We're looking at this terrain down here, I think, right? It crosses the ford. Let me show you the map. Let me come around and give you a view of the map. So pan around here for a moment as I shift around. And clear some of this stuff off the map. So yeah, I think this is where it happened, right? You've got, sorry for the lights, there's glare as well. Snavely's Ford here. And then, am I looking in the right area? Burnside's Bridge here. Maybe that's a better angle without the glare. So crossing the ford here, the bridge here, combining here, and then I think AP Hill came rushing up this road after what? How many miles did his troops march that day, and then came into Burnside's corps, hit the line? That's right, Harper's Ferry, that's right, yeah. So, yeah, lots to explore here. Going to wrap this up here, as I said. That is pretty much the end of the scenario. I mean, you could play that out, but it's just a slaughter for the Confederates. They're getting hit in the rear. There's not much left. If you're looking there, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks of infantry surrounded now. And like I said, their headquarters are skedaddling somewhere. I need to read the rules for that because it's never happened before. Yeah. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all later. Take care.